Pretty simple, guys. This is your tube. I've already gone ahead and put the Airaid symbol on it. Literally, the one with the bubble slides on just like that. If I can get her back on now. And then we have this one on this end. Okay, super simple. Just slide those on, push them down nice and deep, and then we'll start pulling apart what's in the bag. So here we have the intake, guys. See, there's the big hole and the little hole. Literally, you're gonna push that rubber grommet into that hole. It's all lined up, and then the silver one goes in through it. Once that one's in, you're good there. The next one is gonna be this little nipple, because that's gonna go onto this hose right here. So we're gonna screw in that little nipple. And we'll go ahead and get a wrench to tighten that down a little. So still pretty simple, guys. I'm literally just gonna take a crescent wrench, put it on there, and I'm gonna put it until we're a little bit tighter. I don't wanna try and strip it or break it or anything. It's just plastic. So you're just gonna get it till it's fairly snug in there, and that's all it needs to be. Then we're just gonna put on all of our hose clamps to where they need to go. And you might have to adjust some of them. Like that one might need a little more. There we go. We're going to take one of the big ones, put it on the outside of that bubble, and then slip it over. You're probably going to have to loosen it up to go on. The other big one can slip over. Again, I'm going to have to loosen them. Make sure we got the biggest one on there. Yep. So I'm going to have to loosen it to go up over there. I like to put the ones on, guys, that go on the intake side first. That way we can make sure it's all put together before we put it on the car. So I'm going to make sure I put this someplace I know I can get it. We're going to line it up kind of like that. Tighten it down. Now you don't have to crazy cinch it. It's not boosted. It's not going to go anywhere. So we're literally just going to put them on. I like to have them pointed up so they're easy to get to, and tighten them down to the point where they're snug. Again, you're not trying to break anything or cinch anything down. They're on there, they're not going anywhere. So the next pieces will just go over the ends, and these loosened again. And this is the one that's going to go on our throttle body. So we're not going to tighten it, I'm just going to make it a little bit smaller. And this one can go down here. Basically, this is what we're going to be sitting with, is like this. Oh, excuse me. It'll be like that right here. So, first thing we got to do is then take ours off down here. You're just going to have a top one. It's going to take a flat tip. And then your bottom one, flat tip. This hose will just pop off. And then this one, you push the little lever and push in. And it comes right off too. Then you're just going to pull this off like that. So this whole thing now can go away. All right, guys, so how we're going to install this is we're going to actually take this little hump one first, and we're going to start at the bottom, And then you're going to use your fingers to push it up and on from the inside. And then you're going to push it all the way around the edges to make sure it's seated all the way. Once you have it down to the hump, that's as far as it needs to go. And then you can tighten that end up. So you don't need to kill it, but then it should be nice and snug on there, not going anywhere. Next bit, obviously, we're going to throw this piece in. So we're going to snug it in there just like that, and then we'll tighten this one down. I'll rotate that a little up. Now that's on there, it's not coming off. We can go ahead and put a breather tube on, click it over, and then this other tube right there, vacuum, like that. Next part is just going to be this one. So we're going to put our bigger piece over it, and we're going to slide it around, seating it all the way in. Move that there, and then tighten this one down. Should just be snug. Last but not least, going to put this one on. We took this one apart, so I'm going to tighten it back up a little. Just enough so it can carry the worm gear. Slide it over. And then we're going to put our lid into it. And then tighten her down too. Once that's done, we're going to manage to get our lid back on. Remember, it goes down nice and deep so you can anchor those sides. Then it can be shoved over, and these can be clipped back on. That is the installation of our Cyclone Stage 1 intake kit. Only thing you have left is your Auto Mafia Racing tune with your SCT X4.